Hey traders! In today's Save a Trader interview, I had the pleasure of meeting with Jemil from Nigeria, who violated the martingale rule. Jemil, a trader of 5 years who has been with OFP since the fall of 2024, had an opportunity to sit down with me today and take a closer look at his martingale violation to see how he may be able to do better moving forward once his account is reactivated. By the end of our interview, Jemil does share with me some of his personal thoughts on the martingale rule and how he sees the rule as being valuable in helping traders to avoid over trading or stacking positions that are too large on a single trade, which can lead to greater losses overall. So if you're ready to dive in and get to know Jemil more as a trader and see what lessons he learned from his violation of the martingale rule, stick around for the full interview. Hello there, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Thank you. Can you do me a favor? Can you please introduce yourself? Can you tell our audience what your name is and where you are from in the world?
Okay, my name is Jemil. I'm from Nigeria, West Africa.
Nigeria, West Africa. Beautiful,
Yeah.
beautiful. Thank you so much for that. Jemil, we are here today to talk about your violation, right, on one of your accounts. So we're going to kind of get to know you a little bit as a trader first, and then we'll kind of dive into your violation on one of your accounts, okay? Tell me, my friend from Nigeria, how long have you been trading?
Okay, I've been trading for about 5 years now. I think March this year will make it 5 years. So I started trading 2020 actually, before the COVID hit. It was kind of a bit new to me then. I actually liked it because I was introduced to it by a friend. So I've been trading since then up till this very moment.
That's a good amount of time for you to be trading. I've been trading since 2016.
Wow, that's cool.
It's been a journey, I know. So what has your experience with prop firms been? Is OFP your first prop firm, or have you worked with other prop firms before?
Yeah, I've actually had a few accounts with other prop firm. I think I started trading with prop firm in 2023. That's about 2 years ago. I actually wanted to try something new, and then I kind of dive into a prop firm account, and then I've been having some kind of difficulties with some. I had a few payouts, but here and there, just trying a few accounts. But actually OFP was the first instant account I actually wanted to try. When I saw the condition, it was unbelievable. Like, it was cheap, and then it was like 80, the split is 80. On like other prop firm, you start with 60 and then you go on from there. So it was kind of cool for me, and I wanted to try OFP, and I think since then I've stuck with it.
How long have you been trading with us?
I think my first account was a 10K account. That was last year, 2024. I actually bought the account just to try out to see if actually this was real, because it was like too good to be real to me then. So after I found out that it was okay and everything was as I wanted it to be, so I just stick with OFP since then.
Okay, great. So you chose OFP. Was it because of the pricing was affordable, and then also because it was instant funding, so you didn't have to do challenges? Was that the reason?
Yeah, I think there was a lot of reason for me to choose OFP. Firstly, it was the instant account, and then, like I said, the profit split was actually crazy. 80, you starting with 80.
Yeah.
And I think now it's something about you can even choose up to 90 or 95%.
Right.
Yeah, so it was one of the things. And then I saw the drawdown on like other prop firm that I used before. They give you like this 3% daily drawdown, static drawdown. You can't even change it. And OFP was flexible for me. You can choose between 5, 3, 2, anyone you feel is comfortable for you. So I just knew like I'm going nowhere since I started trading with OFP.
Those are some really good reasons to choose a prop firm. I mean, as traders, we all have different reasons. Some traders have a hard time choosing, but I think it just depends on what kind of trader are you, what's your trading strategy like, and what are your goals financially, and things like that. They can help you make a decision on what the best prop firm is for you. So we're going to go ahead in just a minute and we're going to kind of look at one of these accounts. The account we're going to be looking at today is this one right here, the 25K with an 80% profit split. The platform you were using was MatchTrader. So my question to you is there a particular reason why you chose the 25K 80% profit split? Do you have any reason why you made that choice?
Yeah, I do have a reason for that, because if you really want to achieve something that is a bit good but not too high enough, you can go for the 25K because it's easier to manage the account. Unlike if you have 100K or a 200K, you have a lot of things to do, But with a 25K account, you can easily calculate and then know where your target is, and you can be able to reach your goal. So I choose the 25K 80% profit split because I think it was best fit for me as of that time. So I tried it, and then I think the other account I bought again was still the same 25K 80% profit split.
Okay. And we have a couple different platforms you can choose from, right? You can choose from CTrader, MatchTrader, or TradeLocker. Is there a reason why you chose MatchTrader?
Yeah, I think I'm more familiar with MatchTrader because I've been using it with other platforms before I started using OFP, so I can easily navigate my way through, place my stop losses, and then my take profit. It's more easier for me, so that's why I'm using MatchTrader.
And that's fair enough. Yeah. I use MatchTrader too, but that's just because, I'm from the United States and we don't have a lot of options.
Oh, I see.
So yeah. So before we dive into your account violation, I'm curious to know, what kind of trader are you? Are you a day trader? Are you a scalper? How do you tend to usually approach the markets when you trade?
Okay, I think I would like to describe myself as a bit of a scalper and a day trader. I look at the intraday to see where my setup is. So once I get the setup, I enter the trade. And then mostly I hold my trade within that same day, or at least for a few minutes up to an hour.
Okay, so you kind of like to be in and out. You don't like to stay in for too long.
Nah, I don't like drawdowns at all. I don't like drawdowns.
You like immediate profit. I understand. I'm a swing trader, so I'm different, right? I experience drawdown too. So is there like a particular instrument or pair that you like to trade all the time?
Yeah, I think most of the time I do focus on gold, GBP, JPY. So those are the two pairs that I like to trade because they have high volatility, and also you can easily hit your target, within the day. You don't have to hold trade for days or weeks, you can just get in and out and then you're done for the day.
That's fair enough. I also enjoy gold. I used to trade GJ quite a bit myself as well. So yeah, they don't take too long to kind of move and either hit your take profit or not. So my question to you is, on this account in particular, we have that you violated the martingale. Okay. Now, my question to you is, do you understand what the martingale is?
Yeah, I do. Actually, what happened then was because I didn't take my time to read through the set of rules. So I was carried away, like I will enter a trade, once I get my profit, I just take it. And once I'm in a drawdown, I may add some position to it, hoping that it would still go to my take profit and so on. And then once it gets to my profit, I take my profit and so on. Unfortunately, that day, I think I was a bit trading. I was trading gold, I think, and it was kind of a bit volatile. So I was going in and out. I was just hopping in and out of the trades, and then I breached the rule.
Yeah, so the martingale strategy is one of those strategies, Jemil, that it can get very easy to violate it if you're not conscious about it or really paying attention. What ends up happening is, and just so I can kind of put the definition out there, because I think some traders, for traders who don't know, right? Essentially, the martingale basically just says that when you're in a position, let's say you enter one position on a trade, while that trade is open, you can't enter another position of a higher lot size while that trade is in drawdown, or while that trade is at a price that's lower than your initial entry was. Like, so I can give you an example based off your account maybe. And it could be the smallest difference, Jemil. Like it could be like a few little pips, you know, or cents in difference, and it will still count against you. Let me see if I can grab my little pen. All right, so the violation was on December 2nd. Let's say right here, because what you do is you enter multiple positions on the same pair. You know, you have multiple positions here, right, on GJ on the same day, and then you have a couple on the same day with gold, just to kind of give an example, right? And so sometimes what ends up happening is as we're stacking positions and putting multiple positions, price is fluctuating in the market, right? Price is going up, price is going down. Sometimes when we stack another position, we don't realize that we are stacking a new position when price dropped below the very first position we entered. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Can I give you an example?
Yeah, go ahead.
There was a trade I took. I think I entered a position of like maybe 0.10 lot size on gold. And then while it was on a drawdown, because usually have a strategy I used then, which was I will enter half of my position first, and then I'll enter the other half while the position is going on. You understand?
Yeah.
So what happened was that I entered a position that was lower and then enter a higher position afterwards.
Correct. Yes.
So I think that was what caused the breach as of that time.
Now, here's the thing. You can do that if price is higher, the second position. So price would have had to been higher. You would have had to been in profit. What ends up happening is sometimes when we're moving quickly, price drops and we're in drawdown even for just a second. And then we enter a new position with a higher lot, and now we're in violation of martingale. The thing with martingale is, for example, and this is something I have to do, sometimes I just split it evenly, right? Where if I'm doing two positions, where let's say I want to do a standard lot on gold, so a one standard lot, you can do equal parts. So you could do 0.50 and 0.50, right? And you won't violate, as long as, like, for example, if you use the same lot size or smaller, then it won't matter if you're in drawdown. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I get it now.
It's only when you are using a higher lot size, higher lot size than your very first one, while you're in drawdown from that price. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But if you use equal, like the same lot
or
size
lower.
or lower, so let's say your first position was 0.20, okay? When you go into drawdown and you enter a second position, as long as that second position is 0.20 or 0.10 lower, then you're okay. But as soon as you go up, you know, let's say you go up to 0.40, but you're in drawdown, now that's considered martingale, and now that could count as a warning against your account. Does that make sense?
Yeah, perfectly.
So we just have to be careful, you know, and make sure that we're paying attention to how price is moving in the market, and make sure that our lot size are either matching or the same and equal, or slightly less. If you're in profit and you want to use a higher lot size, that's okay, as long as you're not in drawdown when you do it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, perfectly, because I think I'm applying that now to my new account, the one I have. I do place 2-3 trades like that, but I make sure like the lot size is a bit lower or the same, or probably when I'm in profit, I just add up to what I have already. I like to split my entries into two, like I said before. I will enter half first, and then I enter the other half later. That's my own trading strategy.
And that's okay. You know, like I said, I do that sometimes. You know, I might enter a 0.20 and then I'll wait, and then I'll enter another 0.20 later. That is okay. It's okay for you to do that. And it sounds like with your new account, you might have learned from what happened here on this account, which is great. Now we just gotta make sure we meet all the other rules.
Exactly. I had to go back and read everything, I think, that day, because I actually wanted to trade with OFP, so I knew I had to learn everything. So I had to go back and then study the rules, and then I'm applying them now, I think, to the best of my knowledge.
Yeah, that is a really great thing to do. And I feel like it's good just to kind of do it regularly, just to refresh your memory, because you never know when you might accidentally make a mistake, you know. What's most important though is that you learn and that you grow, and that's it. That's really all you can do, especially when you're, you know, if you're not trading on your own brokerage account, you know. But
Exactly.
the one thing that I do think is really good about trading with a prop firm with rules is that it helps you to become disciplined, so that maybe someday when you save enough money to open up your own account with a brokerage, you already have trained your mind to trade a certain way and to be disciplined with your trading so that you don't emotionally trade so much, right? And you can carry that consistency from trading with a prop firm to trading with your own account. Does that make sense?
Yeah, perfectly.
I think that's a benefit for me personally as a trader. I don't know how you feel about it.
It's kind of cool because it helps you to understand what you are supposed to do as a trader, which is risk management. That's the number one key. So with all these rules, you are able to understand what you are supposed to do for the long term and to be consistent. Like the consistency rule is one thing actually, again, that I like very well, because I know my target and I know where I'm going to place my stop loss all the time to make sure that it's within that range of the lot size of the account balance that I'm going to trade. So I think that consistency rule has really helped me to become a better trader in terms of placement of take profit and also my stop loss, you know, the overall general target of my goal. It's great, actually.
That's a really great point, and I appreciate you for, you know, for saying that and for sharing that, because a lot of traders tend to be intimidated by the consistency rule and they have a difficult time with seeing how it could benefit them. I think they're concerned about how it might interfere with money they can make because they want to make a lot more, or maybe because, you know, the consistency score just really requires them to, like you said, be more clear and focused on your take profit and what you're going to lose, you know, and some traders have a hard time with that, but it's good to be able to realize how something like that could be beneficial in the long run. Well, Jemil, do you have any final thoughts that you want to share about, you know, what you learned, you know, from your martingale violation, or anything you might want to share with traders?
Yeah, because what I've learned so far with the martingale is that it helps you to be a consistent trader in terms of your stop losses and also the amount of lot size you're going to use, because placing a trade and then adding more to it when it's in a loss is like a cycle for doom, I would say. Like you're trying to get back out of the loss, and you're also placing a trade while you are also in a loss. So I think the martingale actually will help traders to stay focused and to be able to maintain consistency.
Oh, that's a very interesting point. Thank you for sharing that. Hey, you know, sometimes we think that we can, by increasing our lot sizes, you know, even when we're in drawdown, I think sometimes we think that it's the quickest way to make back what we lost, or the quickest way to maximize our profit on that trade. And there's nothing wrong with wanting to maximize your profit on one trade, but I think we have to be a little bit more strategic with it, because with adding extra positions, we could very easily take a trade that was going to be a profitable trade and turn it into a losing trade, you know, with extra.
Yeah, exactly.
It takes some strategy for sure. Well, I just want to say that it was wonderful meeting you. I love talking to you today and kind of just getting to know you a little bit. And I appreciate your time. I appreciate you for coming to come talk to me and take a look at this. I know sometimes for some people it could be embarrassing, but none of us are perfect in our trading journey.
Yeah,
So
it's cool.
it's okay. You know, we make a mistake, we learn, we get better, but we also help other traders get better too in the process. So, and that's what it's all about. So thank you so much for your time today, Jemil.
Thank you so much for having me here. I really learned a lot from what you just showed me, and consistency is the key actually, and I hope to be more consistent in the future.
We love it. Love the sound of that. So there you have it. There is Jemil's full Save a Trader interview. What are your personal thoughts about this interview? Did you learn anything new about the martingale rule that might help you in your personal trading journey? Feel free to let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to give us a big thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel already, be sure to do that and hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time we upload something new.